All right, 10, 11, and 12, we're just basically going to interpret our regression equation. It says here, an independent mail delivery service wants to study factors that affect the daily gas usage of its delivery trucks. Using data collection from different trucks on various days, a company analyst uses a software to fit a regression model in the form of y hat equals 22.4 plus 6.2 times x sub 1 minus 1.6 times x sub 2 plus x sub 3 plus 0.09 x sub 4. The y is the volume of gasoline used in gallons. X sub 1, weight of the truck in tons. X sub 2, tire pressure in pounds per square inch. X sub 3, weight of the initial package load in hundreds of pounds. X sub 4, the total distance driven while delivering packages in miles. Answer the following questions interpreting X sub 2 in this model. So what they want you to interpret is what is the meaning of that value in front of the X sub 2. It says holding the other variables fixed, what is the average change in daily fuel use for each additional pound of air pressure per square inch used in the tire's truck? Well, what this number means is that there's a negative 1.6, in other words, a decrease of 1.6 in the pounds per square inch in my tire pressure. So they want to know what is the average change. You're not going to put the negative in there. It's a decrease, but you're just going to say the average change is 1.6 gallons. Is this change an increase or a decrease? Well, because that was negative, it was a decrease. Number 11, a real estate company wants to study the relationship between house sales prices and some important predictors of sales. Based on the data from recently sold homes in the area, the variables y equals the sale price in thousands of dollars, x sub 1 the total floor area in square feet, x sub 2 the number of bedrooms, x sub 3 the distance to the nearest high school in miles, are used in the multiple regression equation. The model estimates that y hat is equal to 76 plus 0.083 times x sub 1 plus 18 times x sub 2 minus 7 times x sub 3. Answer the following questions for the interpretation of my x sub 3 in this model. There's my x sub 3. Holding other variables fixed, what is the average change in sale price for each additional mile from the house to the nearest high school? So my sell price, I have to remember up here, is in thousands of dollars. That negative 7 means it decreases $7,000 for each change there. So what is my average change? My average change is 7,000 because that was in thousands of dollars. Is that change an increase or a decrease? Well, since that was negative, it was a decrease. And one last one here on this homework page. An independent mail delivery service wants to study factors that affect the daily gas usage of its delivery trucks using the data collected from different trucks on various days. A company analyst uses a software to fit a regression model of the form y hat equals 71.6 plus 5.8 times x sub 1 minus 3.2 times x sub 2 plus 3 times x sub 3 plus 0.5 times x sub 4, where y is the volume of gas used in gallons, x sub 1 is the weight of the truck in tons, x sub 2 is the tire pressure in pounds per square inch, x sub 3 is the weight of the initial package load in hundreds of pounds, x sub 4 is the total distance driven while delivering packages in mileage. In miles. Answer the following questions for the x sub 4 coefficient. So x sub 4 here, I have that number, 0.05. Holding the other variables fixed, what is the average change in daily fuel used for each additional mile that a truck is driven? This is in miles, so I'm just using the 0.05. Wants to know, is that change an increase or a decrease? I have a positive value. That means it's going to increase 0.05 gallons. So, have to pay attention to the labels. If it has hundreds or gallons or tons, what is the question asking? Because sometimes you have to change things. Of course, if it's a positive number, it increases. If it's a negative number, it's decreasing.